I am bringing another story time to the show, and I really like doing this, so I'd love to know what you think about this. Hey, my name is Carol Elizabeth, and I am a writer and a liver and a sharer of all the things in the hopes that there is a message that lands for you when you need to hear it, that you can see just how powerful you are. And what a beautiful time to read this story. I've been seeing this go around, the meeting a former version of yourself for coffee. And while I think I'm going to do many of these, to be honest, there was something spurned by two photos. And so I wrote this out. It is having a conversation and meeting my 2021 self for coffee. And this is what I had. She's been asking for my guidance lately, so we sat down and had a chat, mainly stimulated by these two photos. Quite a different version of me on a beach in the same bathing suit, but a clearly different shell. 2021 me was in some of the deepest loss and confusion of my life. Everything I had certainty around was flipped upside down. At 51 years young, I had thrived through the scariest season of life, growing through breast cancer and all of the emotions that went through that blessing, a blessing lesson. At 49, when I was diagnosed, I no longer cared what I looked like or what my body fat percentage was. As a former fitness pro in my early 40s, my whole identity and significance was being completely tied to what my body looked like. That whole version of me went out the window, and the only goal I had was to live. Here I was, 51 years old, two of my three kids out of the house, my youngest at his dad's 99% of the time, and my passion for my current business tanking and my second marriage literally breaking. I broke, but I carried on. Here's what my current 54-year-old self had to say to this woman in the picture on the left. My courageous Carol, I am so proud of you for doing this photo shoot. At one of your darkest times, you went deeper on what makes you you. You took full responsibility for your role in the different messes happening around you and stopped blaming others. It was on this trip to Tulum that you were so deeply grieving that you found a small glimmer of your soul. Who I am today is because of the work you started on that trip. The 10,000 tears that you shed in the ocean was the start of your soul's cleansing, the awakening of me. Shedding your strong as fuck mask, shedding your independence as a superpower, shedding the vision of the future you thought was so clear. I know the transition of all the things, including your kids no longer needing you in the capacity you always longed for, was hard on your heart. But it was through those cracks that I was forged. Who you see now before you is so grateful to you. You see, in your deepest pain, when you were called inwards, when you journaled out the anger and the frustration, you got glimpses of me, your soul sister. You have been on a soul quest, Carol, and I was leading you. You needed that deep divot to hear me speak through your journals. You caught glimpses of me when you realized you weren't alone. You were never alone. You always had me, your soul, your spirit, and the universe guiding you and as your hype crew. I stand here fully embodying what is possible because you were willing to surrender to the story and allow us to guide you. Thank you, 2021, Carol. Thank you. I am sending this out to you, and I ask you to go deep on your journey and your story. What I've learned is your mess truly becomes your magic. And if you are in a season of the darkness, just trust that there is a version of yourself that will come back and thank you for what you learned and how you showed up and how you cried and how you allowed yourself to feel. Because it is only when we feel that we can truly, truly heal. I would love to know what you think of this story, what you think of this process. And please know that I am so proud of you. I am speaking as your next level self. I am speaking from my soul to your soul. You truly are a remarkable woman. You are capable and worthy of so much more than you give yourself credit for. And I want you to step into your light and step into your magic because it is time for you to take up space.